Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This is, of course, the Camp Nou, one of the best known, perhaps the best known of all the venues in European football. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you...
Big chance! It's their first effort on goal. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And back to base. Saba. Well, that's where he wants it. Gross. Brandt. Ball swung in. Too much distance on that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very...
Massive leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well played, he saw that coming. Brandt. Gross. Timely intervention. Defenders on the back foot. Great run on the overlap here. It's a loose ball. And that's been levered clear. He's had that. Pedro Neto! Same again, same outcome.
Chelsea really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
It is deadlocked. Brandt. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And he's there to clear it. Sterling tries to get it forward quickly. Gorgeous control there. Brandt. Goes for goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Nicely measured pass. Oh, what a... And Sterling!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
It has got... Has a pop! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Forward it goes. Over to the left. Dashing forward at pace. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. It's come loose. Sterling. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Brandt. Hoists it forward. Now it's Sterling. He's gone for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Cuts it out. Saba. And it's played forward. And he's straight offside. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the defence can get it clear. Sterling plays it forward. He gets past his man. Has a hit! There to make a great save. Well, the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through. It's certainly not for the want of trying. Interesting game up to now, but still goalless. The midway point of the game.
Chelsea really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
And engrossing, and the shots! They've scored! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And here's Sterling. He's got options out wide. That is terrific skill. It's a brilliant interception. Tries to dink it in. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. A heavy challenge. Gross, and it's played forward. Gets it back. Now a chance to break. Keeper sends it forward. Coaxed through there. Could try cutting inside here. Brandt. Your impression so far, Jim?
Chelsea are now matching their opponents blow for blow, despite the scoreline. No shrinking violets out there.
Has a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Brandt. Oh, really good feet from him.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Looks to thread it through. Back into the middle. Oh, Red, he's sorted that out.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two-way.
Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Chelsea have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. 2 changes being made right now. And it's hoisted clear. Goes for the cross. And that should be the keeper's. Decent looking ball. Sterling! Gross. Gross. Sterling. And it's Sterling. Tries to get it forward quickly. Defending of the desperate variety.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Forward it goes. He's found his man. Cut out in the nick of time.
Chelsea are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Saba. Chelsea are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Has it out wide now. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Towering header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Plays it out to the flank. In comes the cross. And that's been repelled.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Oh, sweet feet. Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off. Dortmund making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Hoists it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. And now they can launch a counter. And time is up. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This is, of course, the Camp Nou, one of the best known, perhaps the best known of all the venues in European football. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football.
Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Lookman. Good clearance and very necessary. Well, that's where he wants it. Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi loses his balance and loses the ball. Hudson-Odoi has got himself a free kick. It's a fabulous position. Turns and goes back. A chance! He's had a goal! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Atalanta have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Duron with the foul. Duron gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, he's overhit it. Across the field it goes.
Nottingham have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Plays it over to the other flank. Has a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Duron drives it forward. Tries to switch the play. Played back in. Lookman. Good take, and he's had a shot! Danger averted for now. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Tries a shot! No mistake! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Hudson-Odoi plays it out to the wing. Duron. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Breaks on here, and the weighted pass. Played out to the right. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Duron. The referee's awarded a free kick. Look, and the shot! Managed to get it away. Hits one! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class weight.
To the final 5 minutes of the first half. And it's far too far and out of play. Plays it over to the other flank. Duron. Zappacosta gets up to head it! Couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
It's come loose. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Referee's given a throw. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Played towards the front men. There's a long ball. Looking for space out wide. Gets it back. There's the end of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Atalanta come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Atalanta carrying a one-goal lead. Hoists it forward. Zappacosta. Zappacosta tries making a foray down the right. Played into the middle. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Nottingham can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Lookman. Lookman! He's got options out wide. And that has been cleared. Dashing forward at pace. Out to the right. Going through. Keeps everyone guessing. Diving header! He will be livid with himself.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
De Roon tries to get it forward quickly.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
It's De Roon. Shoots! Hudson-Odoi. Out to the left it goes. It's a throw-in. And it's played forward. He's Hudson-Odoi! Oh, surely that deserves better.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Had a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Zappacosta. Across the field it goes. Well positioned to make that interception. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And out to safety. Wood. Hudson-Odoi. That is terrific skill. He's played him through.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Hit into the middle. Strong punch. Let down by a lack of accuracy. A real chance to break. He's through, now is he in? Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Nottingham are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Gets the better of his man. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Atalanta are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Over to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Battles to win it back. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Cleared without complication.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Big chance! One real chance! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Nottingham making another change here. Atalanta take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in. Throw in. Nottingham making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Forward it goes. Too much on that, it's gone out. There's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Pasalic. That had to be more accurate. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Nottingham can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Kolasinac. And time is up. Atalanta can be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win for which the players simply did enough. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
When you get free-flowing football out wide with consistent supply into the box, it brings excitement and entertainment to the proceedings. That was a brilliant display of good wing play for me. This is a performance that hasn't just got my approval. Listen.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The Estadio Alejandro Villanueva, that's what the venue has been called since 2000, in honour of Alianza Lima's greatest star. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And already we're underway here. It's being played forward. Tar tries to get it forward quickly. Now the counter. Quick ball forward. Griezmann. And he heaves it forward. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pablo Hernandez. It's a decent-looking cross. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient because they all know what they're doing.
Koke. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Forward it goes. Kimmich. Hoists it forward. And that's been levered clear. Pablo Hernandez. Griezmann plays it over to the other flank. And out to safety. Koke. Pablo Hernandez. And it's played forward. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Tar drives it towards the front. Llorente. Griezmann. Good challenge, he just stood firm. A real chance to break. Kane desperately wants to get on the end of this. Jimenez. Koke. Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Pablo Hernandez. Played into space out wide. Gets it back. Oh, going for goal! Goal! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Goretzka plays it forward. Pablo Hernandez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And the weighted pass. Lovely bit of skill there. Llorente puts it into the middle. Kane. Davis. Goretzka drives it forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Jimenez. Hoists it forward. Goretzka. Oh, good interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Tries to switch the play. Oh, that is lovely footwork. A chance to play it in. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's put it on the right now. What's on? He's got options out wide. Loose ball, who's going to get that? No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Tar. Played in with accuracy. Koke. Llorente. Jimenez. Koke. Jimenez goes upfield.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kimmich. Fence has got rid of that. Aimed in towards the centre. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Davis goes short. Gets up to head it! They've done it!
We're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Great delivery and a finish to match.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Has a goal! Great effort, but no way through. Just brushed off the ball there. Has a pop! He's got away with one there. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Goretzka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now surely! And it's played forward. Jimenez gets it back. Keeper's got good distance on that. Forward it goes. Oblak gets it upfield. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. All the way back and they start again. Tar. Jimenez does well there, alert. Turns and goes back. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking. And the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Massive lead! The defence can get it clear. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a cross. Guerrero. Kimmich, spread. Oh, real danger here! Gnabry! It's anyone's ball. Place it into the box.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Griezmann.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
It's a long ball, and it's not hit its target. Guerrero. Kimmich plays it forward. Koke. They are right into last chance territory. Out to the left it goes. And it's Koke. Kane. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks. And a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
We have already started here. It's Dembele! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Dembele simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Fence has got rid of that. Just brushed off the ball there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think.
Towering header! Decent enough try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
And here's Dembele. Dembele had a shot. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Pulisic can't get the better of his opposite number. Mbappe. Digne. Still goalless. Pulisic. And the counter is on. Tries to dink it in. Over to the left. Pulisic. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Digne. Oh, sweet feet. Digne has got himself a free kick. And a shot! Goal! France! France break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Pulisic. Right through the middle.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And back to base. Keeper sends it forward. That'll be a throw. Oh, well intercepted. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe. It's out for a goal kick. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Now it's Dembele. Dembele gets it out to the wing. Throw it. Mbappe, he's had a go! Good clearance and very necessary. Mbappe! Played it short. Whipped in. Only partially clear. Pulisic. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Gets into a dangerous position. Tries to get it forward quickly. Look at the defender bombing forward. Goalkeeper's ball. Digne. Hoists it forward. We've reached half-time, so there you have it, a close-fought half of football. Tottenham still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan need to...
Mbappe has a shot!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Well, that's where he wants it. Nkunku. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Delivers the ball. Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Modric plays it short. Time to deliver. Florenzi with the cross.
Milan making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Back to the keeper and go again. Florenzi. Nkunku. Florenzi. Florenzi goes looking.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Plays it over to the other flank. Digne going full tilt down the left. And here's Dembele. Dembele's cross. Here comes the corner. Get a throw in. Good ball. Mbappe. And it's Digne. Knocks one in. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Nkunku cuts it out. Mbappe. You can get that clear. Ball is over the line. That is terrific skill. Defending of the desperate variety. Nkunku. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Dembele, Mbappe. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. All the way back, and they start again. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
France seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Looks to thread it through. That's gone a long way up and away.
France are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Dembele! Dembele! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Pulisic. Rabiot goes looking. Has a pop! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Played into the middle. And that's been levered clear.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Hoists it forward.
France are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk. Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And it's played forward. A really good feat.
France can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Pulisic! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Very well to intervene. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Loftus-Cheek, he's gone for it! No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Milan making another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It truly is quite a sight to behold here, the Mineral, amongst the largest stadia in this part of the world. Bruges have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Cleared without complication. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Has a hit! Meunier plays it forward.
Lille have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's they thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Across the field it goes. Dinks one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And back to base. Boyata goes looking. Still goalless at the moment. Kings it out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. Good delivery. No joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Ball's loose, and he's after it. Gets good distance on it. And it's Giroud. Bentaleb tries to get it forward quickly. Looking for a decent ball in. Beautifully done. And he's there to clear it. Hoists it forward, gets away from his opponents. And the weighted pass, he's made sure that that won't get through. And it's played forward. Now it's Giroud. Played out to the right. Giroud. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. Umtiti. And it's played forward. Boyata. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Bruges head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're already into the second period.
Bruges playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Titi plays it out to the wing. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Meunier. So we've reached the hour mark. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Tries a shot! Bentaleb gets it out to the wing. Meunier. Bentaleb. Gets wrestled off the ball. Lille are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. He's still going. Where to next? Now it's Giroud. He's gone for it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Gets it upfield. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Nicely controlled. Shoots!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range. Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Goes long. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
And so they prepare themselves to settle it from the spot. And he's found the net.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
And stepping up, the skipper. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He's so focused there, fantastic save.
This to double their advantage. Keeper's read that beautifully.
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's done his teammates proud with that one.
The third man in the queue. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
And so the captain steps up. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Gomez is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. It's there and the fight goes on.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Simon Mignolet obliged to stop this to keep them alive. That's it, it is done. So in the end, heartbreak, a few of them inconsolable. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The Emirates on this occasion so vibrant, so atmospheric. They've got underway here pretty promptly. Forward it goes. He's through the middle. Has a hit! It's there! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Kessié.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well positioned to make that interception. Kessié. Paraguay suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, it can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
And that has been cleared. Goes for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
It's broken loose. And he's there to clear it. And that has been clubbed away. Hoists it forward. Clears it out of harm's way. And it's played forward. Gomez. Tries to get it forward quickly. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Kessié. He's had a shot! And here's Mahrez. It's a throw. Hoists it forward. Gets away from his opponents. Real chance! Oh, taken with style! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to hit the front line. Kessié. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Just brushed off the ball there. That is terrific skill. So who's he picking out? Good ball, it's found its target. There's the whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
Paraguay head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. Well, the action has already resumed here. Forward pass. Well, that's where he wants it. Almiron. Attempts to play it through. Oh, really good feet from him. He's got options in the box if he gets his chance! Oh, another chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Goalkeeper's ball. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Hoists it high. Knocks it away. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Mahrez, who's short. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Kessié. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that has been cleared. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Great strike! And the keeper's equal to it! Hoists it forward. And it's Mahrez. It's come loose. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Paraguay merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's played forward. Has a hit! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off. Gomez.
90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time. Forward it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
I don't think either manager can have any complaints really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties. So, the first penalty. Oh, he's hit the upright!
Oh, that's so unlucky to hit the goal frame.
Brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. That's a good penalty.
Oh, that was a great strike. He just gave the keeper absolutely no chance.
Paraguay trailing by 1. No, it's been saved!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
This to put them 2 up. And that doubles their lead. So it's down to him to keep it alive. Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. La Bombonera, one of the most recognisable venues in world football. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's looked long this time. And the finish! Away from immediate danger. Lovely feet. Ganso up to meet it! Good delivery, no joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Thiago Silva. Ganso. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Gorgeous control there. Ganso plays it out to the flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. Has a hit! He's got away with one there. So it's going to be another corner. Suarez plotting from out on the right-hand side. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hoists it forward. Out to the left it goes. You can get that clear. And here's Ganso. Oh, nice touch. Ganso. And that has been clubbed away. Ganso, out towards the flank, shoots! Trying to get there. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Drills one in. Gans, big chance! It's anyone's ball. And it's Ganso. Oh no, that's not the ball. Ganso! It's there! And Fluminense take the lead.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Fluminense get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Ganso. We hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. But still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Already up and running for the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
It's Luis Suarez! Looks to bypass the midfield. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Thiago Silva. Jordi Alba. He's making good use of his strength there. Just goes for it. Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Well played, he saw that coming. Well, that's where he wants it.
That's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Ganso already, of course, on the score sheet. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ganso. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ganso.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Fluminense are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Laid back in. Nicely controlled.
Fluminense can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
All the way back and they start again. And that will be the final act. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. They've got underway here pretty promptly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Looks to clip it forward. Pulisic. Well positioned to make that interception. That's been drilled forward, cuts it out.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Correa. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Battles to win it back. Costa gets into a dangerous position. Tries to get it clear. Ream. Pulisic. Pulisic delivers. Tries to get it forward quickly. Half an hour played now. Just brushed off the ball there. Chance to break. Correa. And he heaves it forward. Beautifully done. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. It's gone out for a throw-in. Alex Telles switches it towards the other side. Ream. Has gone out. Well, that's where he wants it. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ream. And we've reached half-time. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So first half thoughts?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
After 45 minutes it is still goalless. Change perhaps after half-time. We are already promptly back underway.
Botafogo pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Alex Telles tries to clear. Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Ream. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Could move up a gear here with a delicate ball. Now it's Costa. Costa! And the ball's come out. Oh, sweet feet. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Lovely bit of skill there.
This defence just doesn't trust it.
He's gone for goal.
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Throws it out to the flank. And here's Diego Costa. And it's Correa. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Done very well to intervene. Hoists it forward. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Into the last quarter of an hour.
The United States merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Ream goes looking. Out to the right. He can get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. Correa. Diego Costa. Going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Diego Costa sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Knocks it away. Botafogo don't have many options, and time is running out.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. 2 minutes to be added on. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. Correa will go first. No, it's been saved!
He's so focused there, fantastic save. Well, he strolled up and struck that with great confidence. That's a superb spot kick.
From one behind.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So, the second man in line.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
Botafogo trailing by 1. Keeper's read that beautifully.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
And he's put them 2 in front. Botafogo at the point of no return. Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.